Good afternoon, everybody. This is Joshua Baxter with Auctionsoft, and today I'm very excited to do a demonstration on our new multi-parcel auction tool. And so, if you're in real estate at all, or maybe you've been to some sales where they're selling off real estate in different parcels, and to maximize the revenue for the seller, there is a neat system of combining parcels until the highest revenue is reached. So it's kind of complicated to make the system do what it needs to do to get this, but let me show you how it works. And feel free to call me if you have questions or if you need to get trained on this because you want to start using it. It is brand spanking new. Excited to show it to you. Okay, so right now I am on the tool. Now, this entire page is what will be managed the day of the sale. But ahead of time, you need to go in and kind of create the parcels. So lot one is just the seller. So our consigner is, and maybe we need to change that to say the word consigner. But the lot in this case is the seller number. Okay, the parcel number here, and I've created four of them already. The first one is the house and the garage, and there's 5.75 acres, and the large barn and 25 acres. Now I've rounded that for just description purposes, but let's say it's 25.10 acres. Pond and 10 acres is the third parcel at 10.33 acres, and the back 40 field, 40.78 acres. And, just real quickly, let's add one more, and I don't know what you want to call it. How about timberland? Timberland, and let's say it is, there's a lot of that. It's 78.33 acre, 35 acres. Okay, and we just click add here, and so we're building the list of parcels, sort of like you build a catalog auction. But we're just building that here, and we know the total number of acres that we're offering for the sale. And so far, we have no bids on it. Well, in a multi-par auction, step one is to basically offer each parcel individually and get to a starting point where the crowd has the opportunity to bid on each individual listing. So let's do that. And that's going to happen over here on the right. So this is the leaderboard. We have told Auctionsoft that any bid is going to need to at least beat the last bid by $1,000. Okay, that's the way the current system is set up, and you could change that if you wanted to, but we've left it at $1,000 for now. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna sell parcel one, and it just takes $1,000 because there's no bids yet, but after the auctioneer calls for bids and the crowd goes through the motions there, the house and the garage, which is only 5 point, but it includes a nice house and a garage. So let's say it brought $500,000. Okay, so that's the first one, and we are going to include in the information the bidder number. So let's say it's number 99. All right, and we're going to save that to the first round of data that goes down here. Okay, so that person currently is winning the first parcel at 500,000, and it tells us the amount per acre at that point. Okay. Now let's go to the second parcel, and you have your round of bidding. And the second parcel is the large barn in 25 acres, and let's say it brought I don't know whatever we're going to say here, $256,000. The bidder holding that bid is going to be number 6, and we're going to add that parcel. It's going to do the math. So we're going to go through the routine here real quick on adding the first round, which is our parcel. So parcel 3, and the parcel 3 is the back 40 field. So let's say it brought $325,000, and bidder number 74 got that. Add it to the first round, and then the fourth parcel is well, I'm sorry. So actually, parcel number 3 was the pond in 10 acres. So I misspoke earlier. I glanced over here and looked at it wrong. So parcel 4 is the back 40, and let's just call it 300,000 to the high bidder, and the high bidder is whatever that number is, 78. Okay. All right, so then we've got one more, which is the timberland, and the timberland is parcel 5, and we're going to sell it, and it's a lot of timberland, 78 acres, and we're going to say it's going to bring $645,000. All right, and the bidder on that one was going to be 95, and poof. Now we've got the first round. So each parcel has a winning bidder for an individual parcel. The second round then starts, and you might notice real quickly that we've got, if we drop the hammer with every parcel being individual, we'd have $2,026,000 or a total of $12,638 per acre. Okay. Now the next round is to increase that for the seller, get as much revenue for the parcels as possible. So you offer the crowd the opportunity to combine parcels if they want to. All right. So someone raises their hand and they say they are willing to give for parcel 1 and parcel 4. For whatever reason, the parcels are close to each other. They just want those together. Doesn't really matter, but they're offering 1 and 4 together. Now you can click this and it'll tell you it takes a minimum of $801,000 to knock this leaderboard into making parcels 1 and 4 better. It takes a minimum, so they could offer more than that, but it takes a minimum, and you can see that by hitting the calculate button. So now that person, let's say it's bidder 74 made that offer, so then poof, that's going to go in here. Now that's going to change a lot down here. Once that calculates out, the $801,000 will combine here, and it knocks out the other two individual bidders, 78 and 99. They're now outbid. So 1 and 4 comes together, and you will see here that we have increased our total income by $1,000. So the second person comes up and he wants to bid on 2, 3, and 5. We calculate that, and it takes 1,227,000 to combine those. So your let's see, 2, 3, and 5. You've got 256, 325, and 645 added together, and then it is going to need to be increased by $1,000. Now it could be that they go ahead and offer, maybe 123. Sorry, 1.228 or whatever it is. They can offer whatever they want, but that's the minimum it takes to knock this out. So let's go ahead and add that. Oh, I need a bid number in there. And let's say it was 78. Poof. So now we've increased it $1,000. But another person comes in and they said, you know what? I want all the parcels, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's going to take 1,000 more than we currently have. And they said, well, look, I'm going to give let's say $2.1 million. All right. And the bidder is going to be 95. Now, all of the parcels are now involved with one bid, bidder number 95, how much per acre, and all of these people are out. So now we're at the 2.1 for the high price. And basically this continues until no one is willing to further increase their bid.